I used to think that in order to achieve greatness, you have to have really, really big goals and really, really huge, ambitious aspirations. And what I kind of realized is the older I got, the more I realized the times in my life when I had the greatest success were when I had the smallest goals. And I'm going to break down exactly why this happens and exactly how you can use it to better yourself. So, we have this idea in our culture that we need to be millionaires by 15. We have this like sensationalization of 15-year-old piano protege. We have this kind of philosophy that we need to, in our youth, be exceptional, and there needs to be an effortlessness behind everything that we do. You should be able to pick up a basketball and immediately be Steph Curry, because that's the message that's pushed in the media. Every superhero was gifted their powers from an external source. Spider-Man got bitten by a spider. Superman was born with superpowers and just crash landed on Earth. The subliminal messaging in the media is you must be chosen from the beginning to be exceptional or you are a failure. Yes, the idea should be to try and set a huge goal so that way you can make progress towards it. Even if you don't achieve it, you will still make progress more than if you didn't set a goal. However, what I've seen from people is to set super big goals that are so huge and overestimate their ability to make progress towards these huge abstract goals. Like, I want to make this much money, or I want to have this many followers, or da-da. And a lot of the time, these huge goals are vanity metrics. A lot of the time, these goals are not actually fueled by anything real. It's like we have this idea that if we get these things, then that will make us valuable. It's always that our destiny is outside of our control. It's either that you're bestowed with exceptionality or you're a failure from birth. But the truth is that heroes are not born, they are built brick by brick with hard work, dedication, and discipline. And so if you wake up one day and decide to change your life, you can. And you need not be chosen. You don't need anybody to come along and put that power inside of you or in your hand. You have the tools inside already. They want you to keep on forgetting who you are. And the truth is, as long as you are convinced that you need something outside of you to give you the power to change your life, it will be true. We believe that if we do not succeed at our huge goals right away, that it wasn't meant to be. But the truth is, our goals need to be a lot smaller, because big goals are made up of small actions. And when you forget about the big picture and you look at the day-to-day actions, you start making things a lot clearer. You start seeing things a lot easier. You start making progress a lot faster. Because when you look at a mountain, do you look at the top and you say, I guess I gotta call a helicopter to come and get me and drive me up there. And then you look at the helicopter bill and you say, holy shit, it's $750,000 for 7.5 minutes of helicopter flight and fuel and rent and insurance. I guess I can't do it and go home. Or do you say, let me take my mountain bike and one pedal at a time in the lowest gear possible, I'm going to get to the top. And that's where you win. You don't win with the helicopter because you're starting as a level 0 grunt. If you start at a level 0 grunt, do you think that you can get the helicopter ride to the top? No, you can't. Some people can, but you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be realistic about the statistics. You cannot keep on telling yourself that you're the exception to the rule, because statistically that's improbable. And this whole idea about being delusional in your self-confidence only works when that delusion is coupled with action. And when you don't take action because you're paralyzed by fear of failure, you're just delusional and it doesn't give you any benefits. So start working, start doing the little things, start waking up on time, start writing, start the thing you want to do that you've always wanted to do, but you are so scared that it's not going to work out. And don't worry if it doesn't work out. Set a small goal and make the goal the action. Your goal has to be, let me do 5 days in a row of just getting up and writing in my journal. Your goal shouldn't be, let me write a book. The goal should be, let me write 5 words every day. Do that for 6 months and then write 10 words every day for another 6 months. You have so much time, but you don't use it because you're afraid, because you look at the top of the mountain and you look at what it costs to get a helicopter and you say, shit, the helicopter's too expensive, I can't start. Just take the stairs, my friend. Take the stairs. There is no helicopter to the top of the mountain. Get it out of your mind. Don't worry about the people who are taking the helicopter, because that's not going to help you. You're not going to get anywhere by being resentful about how the world works. There's going to be people who have advantages and disadvantages, but if you read the winners' biographies, the winners always did it against all odds with hard work, dedication, discipline, and a little bit of delusion thrown in there. But people focus too much on the delusional part, focus more on the discipline and consistency. And that is how your big goals are holding you back in reality. And I just want to invite you to make your goals smaller and more consistent. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, thumbs up and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or just let me know what you thought about it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.